The movie begins with Lily Bloom returning home to attend her father's funeral, where she meets up with her mother, Jenny. When Lily reaches her old room, her mom follows her, encouraging Lily to share some fond memories of her father. Although hesitant, Lily listens. Later, at the funeral, Lily is called up to give a eulogy. She steps onto the stage, takes out an empty tissue instead of prepared notes, glances at the attendees, and quietly walks away without saying a word. Afterward, Lily goes to the rooftop of an unfamiliar building to reflect. She's joined by Ryle, who in a fit of frustration, kicks a chair before noticing her. Concerned, he asks her to move away from the edge, but Lily reassures him she's fine. The two strike up a conversation, exchanging introductions. When Ryle mentions he's a neurosurgeon, Lily laughs, finding it amusing. She opens up about her ambition to own a flower shop, feeling slightly embarrassed because of her last name, Bloom. She also talks about her father's recent passing. Ryle shares a tragic story from his work, a young boy he couldn't save. Their conversation grows deeper, and he admits that he doesn't believe love is meant for him. As they get closer, Ryle receives a call from the hospital and, though apologetic, has to leave. In a flashback, a younger Lily is preparing for school and notices Atlas, a boy her age, rummaging through trash for food. The following day, she leaves a bag of groceries near the abandoned house where he stays and hides, watching him find it. When they meet at the bus stop, she invites him to her house to use the shower and wash his clothes since her parents will be out. She offers him some of her father's old clothes and suggests he can stay a bit longer if he'd like. Lily is on the phone with her mom, who's less than enthusiastic about her plan to open a flower shop. Despite her mom's doubts, Lily eagerly heads to her new space, key in hand, ready to begin. While cleaning up inside, she's surprised by a visit from Alisa, who immediately offers to lend a hand. Lily explains that she's planning a flower shop but hasn't started hiring. Alisa, though amused by the idea of working with flowers she finds boring, eventually accepts the job offer, and together they begin setting up the shop. Not long after, Alisa's husband Marshall arrives, bringing along Ryle, who turns out to be Alisa's brother. Ryle casually mentions that he and Lily had met a few months before, and the two reconnect with the same spark as when they first met. The group later heads out for a karaoke night, where they let loose and have fun. Ryle admits that he'd often gone to the rooftop hoping to run into Lily again. With shared laughter, they toast to being friends. After the night wraps up, Ryle walks Lily home, living nearby. In a candid moment, he asks if he can kiss her to get her out of his system, and she agrees. In another flashback, young Lily spends time in the garden with Atlas, talking to him about flowers and trees. She remembers hearing her parents argue the night before, and Atlas, having overheard, hugs her for comfort. When Lily's flower shop finally opens, she's thrilled to see Alisa there, ready to support her. Ryle shows up as her first customer, ordering a delivery of flowers to Lily herself with a note saying he can't stop thinking about her. At Alisa's birthday party, Lily notices Ryle talking intently with another woman. When he approaches her, trying to explain his feelings, she initially tells him to keep his distance. They step away to talk privately, but things soon become passionate, ending up in a bedroom. Just as things heat up, Lily stops, saying she's not ready to go further. Ryle, taking it in stride, helps her change and they go to sleep together. The next morning, Alisa finds Lily in Ryle's kitchen, hinting that Ryle isn't cut out for a traditional relationship. Feeling a bit awkward, Lily decides to leave, but Ryle convinces her to give dating him a chance, and soon they're happily going on dates together. One morning, Lily tells Ryle her mom is visiting, and he asks if he could meet her. He then reveals he loves her, a feeling she reciprocates. Her thoughts drift to an old memory, a wooden heart Atlas once gave her on the school bus. Young Lily, feeling bold, kissed Atlas in front of other students who were gossiping about him. Later at home, they bake cookies together. Atlas asks why she kissed him, and she replies honestly that she wanted to. But when her father arrives unexpectedly, she quickly helps Atlas leave through the back door. Lily takes Ryle to meet her mother, Jenny, who is immediately captivated by Ryle and bombards him with questions. During the meal, a waiter arrives to take their orders, and Lily recognizes him as Atlas, noticing the familiar scar on his hand. This sparks a memory of her younger self talking with Atlas in her room about Boston and expressing how much she would miss him. Atlas confided that she was his favorite person, and their closeness soon deepened into intimacy. Back in the present, Lily excuses herself to find Atlas. They briefly catch up, and he shares that he joined the military for 8 years and has been working since. Atlas mentions he's seeing someone named Cassie after Lily mentions she's there with Ryle. She talks about her new flower shop and invites him to visit. Later, Lily, Ryle, Alyssa, and Marshall are at a bar, celebrating when Marshall announces that he and Alyssa are expecting a baby. Amid the joy, Lily learns for the first time that Ryle and Alyssa had a younger brother who passed away young. The next morning, Lily wakes up to Ryle making breakfast. He asks her about a tattoo she has, but she brushes off his question. As they talk, Ryle accidentally hits her in the face while reaching for a burned pan. Ryle picks Lily up from her shop that evening, excited after a successful surgery, and says they're heading to the same place she saw Atlas. He adds that Alyssa and Marshall will join them, but Lily seems uneasy. Once there, Atlas greets them and notices Lily's bruise and Ryle's injured hand. Concerned, he subtly asks Lily to step aside, where he questions her about it and urges her to leave Ryle. When they return, Ryle, who overheard part of the conversation, realizes who Atlas is. Tension escalates, and Atlas throws Ryle out of the restaurant. Once outside, Ryle asks if Lily had been there before, then assures her that she has him and that he loves her. In another memory, a young Lily and Atlas are interrupted by her father, who storms in and violently attacks Atlas, leaving him badly injured and needing an ambulance. One day at the flower shop, Alyssa notices Atlas approaching and questions why he's allowed to visit. Atlas enters just as Alyssa steps out and apologizes to Lily for the scene at the restaurant. When Lily asks why he didn't come back sooner, Atlas reveals he had tried the day after but saw Ryle there and held back. Before leaving, he gives Lily his number. Later that evening, Lily confronts Ryle, asking if he's truly happy. She tells him about her father's abuse and how he nearly killed Atlas. Ryle appears remorseful and promises to protect her. Soon after, Ryle and Lily visit Alyssa after her baby is born. In the midst of the joyful moment, Ryle proposes to Lily, and they marry quietly without any guests. One evening, Lily finds Ryle in the bedroom visibly upset, holding Atlas's number, which he found hidden in her phone case. She tries to reassure him that it means nothing, but Ryle's frustration escalates. As he leaves, she follows him, but he unintentionally pushes her down the stairs. When she regains consciousness, she finds Ryle by her side, helping her with her head injury and checking if she knows who he is to ensure she's okay. Later, Lily's spirits are lifted when Alyssa tells her that her flower shop has ranked among the top 10 new businesses in the area. She also notices that Atlas's restaurant made the list. That evening, Ryle comes home, asking her about her tattoo and then urging her to read Atlas's review. In the review, Atlas subtly references the wooden heart he once gave Lily and a memory from their childhood. This stirs emotions, and when Ryle pointedly asks if she loves Atlas, she hesitates, answering she doesn't know. Frustrated, he becomes assertive, pressing her further, and Lily, frightened, pleads with him to stop, the situation eerily reminding her of her father's abuse toward her mother. Overwhelmed, Lily leaves and goes to Atlas, who takes her to the hospital. She admits to Atlas that she doesn't want to follow the same path as her mother, and he reassures her that she isn't. When the doctor recommends an assault exam, Lily declines, explaining it wasn't intentional. While examining her, the doctor notices a bite mark around her collarbone tattoo and informs Lily she won't need an X-ray because she's pregnant. Atlas brings Lily back to his place, where she realizes there's no Cassie. He offers her his bed while he sleeps on the couch. As Lily rests, memories of her father's anger and Ryle's recent behavior haunt her. In the morning, Atlas shares groceries with her, offering quiet support. He reveals a painful truth that he had been at the abandoned house intending to end his life until he met her, and her kindness saved him. Atlas encourages her, believing she'll be an amazing mother. Lily then confides everything to Alyssa, who listens, deeply saddened. Alyssa opens up about Ryle's traumatic past. When he was 6, he accidentally killed their baby brother while playing with their father's gun, an event that changed him forever. She also shares how, despite her earlier dismissal, she once loved flowers. Alyssa makes a painful promise if Lily ever returns to Ryle, she won't speak to her again. Determined to move forward, Lily distances herself from Ryle, ignoring his calls. She and her mother work on a crib together, and Lily asks why her mom stayed with her father for so long. Her mother admits that, despite everything, love made it difficult to leave. At a medical checkup, Lily learns she's having a girl. One day, while fixing the crib, Ryle shows up and offers to help, but when he asks her to come back home, Lily firmly declines. Later, when she gives birth, Ryle is by her side. In a moment of grace, she suggests naming their daughter after his late brother. Then, for her baby's sake, Lily tells Ryle she wants a divorce. In the final scene, Lily visits her father's grave with her mom, carrying her baby girl. Time passes, and as her daughter grows, Lily bumps into Atlas at a market. This time, he tells her he's not seeing anyone, leaving hope for what lies ahead.